everybody, my name is Sankara and welcome to a... Today we're doing a drawing video. We're continuing off our Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Deck series of Shaddoll Construct, and I thought it would be a cool idea to do some how-to-draws of the Shaddoll Construct cards. So conveniently, in Shaddoll Construct? Well, yeah, but the Shaddoll Showdown. Shaddoll Showdown. Conveniently, they have 3 cards, which have 3 levels of difficulty, and I have time for 3 drawings, not all in this video, 1 at a time, but 3 levels of difficulty, basically, of the same monster. So we got Construct, we got El Shaddoll Construct, and then we got El Shadow Shikanaga, which is all the same monster, and it's basically easy, medium, hard. So we're gonna start with easy. We're gonna start with Shaddoll Construct today. That's what we're drawing today, which you probably already know by the title. So this is gonna be a bit of a how to draw. I'm gonna follow along here. I have already drawn in pencil. That's just because I can't draw while people are watching me. I'm not tracing. There is no paper behind this, and this is clearly not traced. You can see all the rough lines and shit. Yeah, so I've been called out on that before when I'm clearly not tracing. It's just pencil. Don't have a hissy fit. Okay, so Shaddoll Construct. So what I want you guys to do, get out your pencil and paper and follow along with what I'm doing, basically. Follow along with what my hand is doing, and I'll tell you what to do, more or less. So we're gonna start off with her basic outline and her capsule here. It has been, I gotta say, it's been a very long time since I've drawn on paper. I'm so used to drawing digitally that this, like, my sense is a bit off, so sorry if it's kind of rough drawing, but I thought it would be better to do it on paper. So we start off with a little capsule here. This will give us a nice outline as to where to put her in. I gotta do these things here surrounding her again will give us a nice outline as to where to actually fit her in. Okay, so now we're gonna come in with these, I don't know what to call it, like her little cage thing, these bars, these yellow bars that come in. We're gonna do that. This will give us a good outline as to where to put her in. That sentence ended really awkwardly. I didn't know what else to say to the end of that, but yeah. So this is pretty basic. Just when you get these W sort of shapes, these curved lines, points, nice and easy, curved triangles. Over here it's a bit more difficult. You gotta go up. You gotta get that perspective, so it sort of goes up there, and then it comes down and follows the line of the capsule itself, and then curves back in. And again, you gotta get this perspective right, because on the edges here, it's less curved in and less curved out because of the perspective, of course. Same with over here. So it's more of a straight up and down, not too straight up and down, but more straight up and down. But again, just follow my movements and how I do it, and you should be set to go. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. If you're a beginner, take your time, as always, because it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what practice is all about, okay? You gotta practice a lot. You practice over and over and get better and better. It doesn't have to be perfect first try, so don't worry if it doesn't look exactly right. If you follow what I'm doing, you follow my instructions, then you should get it pretty close, and that's impressive enough as it is to get it close, because then you just build on that and get better and better. Okay, so now we have these middle bits. We got these little, these diamond square shapes coming in the middle there, which will give us the outline of the other things. So measure out the thickness. I don't have a proper measurement for you, but get it looking about right for the thickness, and then keep that line consistent. It's more or less consistent. It gets thinner back here because of the perspective again, but it's consistent throughout the rest of it. So be sure to keep it consistent. That's the important thing in this, to getting it look right, is the consistency and the thickness of these big lines. Because if you get that thickness consistent, then it should be easy enough to draw them in, because the lines just match what you've already drawn with the outline. And you just match them point to point. Okay, so now that we've drawn that outline, we're going to draw Construct inside her little capsule thing. This is where the hard part begins, but it's really not that hard. She is quite a simple design, so just follow along with what I do, and you'll get it no problem. Okay, so we're gonna start off with her shoulder over here. I think that's the easiest place to start. It's a relative distance away from here, and then we build in her head along with that, in perspective of that. So we draw it in these nice rounded shapes Nice curve down again. Sorry if my lines are a bit jagged. It has been a long time since I've drawn on paper. I keep saying that, but I want to explain it. I feel like I have to explain myself. I'm an artist and I'm doing such a shit job with the lines. It's because I'm not used to it anymore. Trust me, when you switch to digital like I have, you'll have difficulty too. So remember, her elbows are rounded out because she is a bit of a machine despite being fairy type. If you look closely at her elbows there, they've got that machine like connected, like a puppet, you know? It's not a human elbow, so we have those little round circles in here. Makes that right, because that's how it bends, right? That's how it bends. She's like a puppet, so a nice cylinder there, and then a line in there for where it actually curves in. And we add some detail with some lines up here. And same on the top. The shoulder is basically the same deal. We have that sort of cylinder shape. It's a bit bigger, and then where it curves in there with a bit of shading along there. Nice. Alright, that's our arm in, so now we gotta draw the head. Goes right off of that. Okay, so we can start with these little tendril things that come out of her, because they take up the most... Well, they take up the foreground before a head comes in. So we start off with these little tendrils that come off, and so this curved shape. Pretty easy. These you don't really have to get right, because they're tendrils. I mean, they can go however they are. It doesn't really matter which curved shape you have, but this is how it looks in the proper Yu-Gi-Oh art. Might also be good to have your Shaddoll Construct card next to you if you have one, just so that you can reference back to the art if you're ever confused about what exactly it is that I'm doing in this drawing. Oh, another thing that's making my lines wobbly is that, again, I can't draw with people watching me. I get nervous. I'm like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I can't help it. I'm sorry if my lines are shit, but it should be good enough for you to follow along. Perfection is not as important as developing the skills to do it. Then you just practice and get better and better. It's been a long time since I've done it. Okay, so now we come in with a head. So a head goes right off of this tendril. It draws a nice slightly curved line, and then comes in with her little headband thingy. Oh crap, that was a bit shit. But a little headband thingy which curves out a bit. There's a bit of a curve out there. And then her head goes just above that. Nice and rounded. That's going to go all the way to this point here, basically. So a nice easy curve around, nice head shape. You should know what a head looks like, you have one. And curve it around to that point and come in sort of nearly like on this curve, but a bit off. Alright, and then bring it in for more of a headband. And again, this part curves out a little bit, following the same curve, but it just bumps out a bit. And then another one down, and this one continues in. Now we're going to draw in her hairline here. Comes in just off there. Sure to leave enough room for her face. And same with up here. Curves up nice and easy like a hood. Again, you should probably know what a hood looks like if you've ever worn one. Alright, now this comes in all the way. And actually points up there. Oh, something I forgot to draw in was the rest of this when I did the pencil. So this part curves up again. And then comes in and goes around, following that same curve from earlier until, oh shit, that was a bit bad, sorry about it, until it comes in, and then again following the same curve from earlier, goes up a bit into there, like so. My one's a bit shit, you can do better, but don't worry about it. So now, again, we just have these little points here, finish off her headband, like so. And another line up here for extra detail. Nice and easy, right? So now we're going to draw in her face, which again, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Once you've got this in, the face is easy enough. So we're going to go off of here, finishing off her little head thing. Now this actually has several points. It's a bit pointy over here, like that. You know, all these little pointed bumps. Mine's probably could be better. Sorry about it. And then they just join up with the top there. Like so, and then this just joins back up with the line there. So now we're going to draw in her hairline so that we can get in her face. So this curves off here, comes up, nice and easy. Same on the other side, goes right up there, and point. She's got a very pointy hair at the bottom there, And this also curves up there, like so. And then her hair has this weird, you know, dented thing. It curves up and goes in and then up and around. And now we're drawing her face line, her chin down here. Nice, gorgeous face outline. Love to see it. Easy. Okay, so now we're going to draw in her facial features. So she has a gem on her head. She's got 2 eyes, a mouth, and a nose. Pretty basic. Gem on her head. Let's start with that. That's nice and easy. Comes in, following again off of this little curved thing, and a slight oval round shape there. And her eyes a bit lower. Got her eyes closed. Nice and cute. Very lovely. Got a little flick on either side. Downwards a bit for her eyelashes. So the pen was a bit big to do it, but you get the picture. Look at your image of Shaddoll Construct for that, because it's probably a bit better. There we go, you can see those little flicks on the ends of her eyes, and then her... I don't really think they're eyebrows, they're more like her eyelids. Does she even have eyebrows? She's a Super Saiyan 3. Or Gara, if you prefer. As again, make those lines a little thinner, if possible. Same with her nose. Oh boy, this is good. She's got a very thin-lined nose on the artwork and mouth. So this pen's probably a bit too thick for it, but I'll do my best. Good enough! You get the point. You get where it's supposed to go. Little round bit on the nose there. It's a bit more rounded than that, and a very small line for her mouth. It's not difficult, you can handle it despite mine being a bit shit. It's the pen, it's too thick, I can't do it. It's too long since I've done on paper. Okay, so now we're going to draw in her chest bit. We got her neck coming in off here. Again, she's like a puppet. She's got this sort of... Well, actually, this is more shading on the artwork, but a bit of shading on the neck there and simple lines. And now I'll draw in her chest piece, so it comes down from her hair there into this... It's sort of like it looks a bit like the Necros thing, doesn't it? Weird pointed, curved shape like so. And it curves out and around and in again. And then inside that is a small circle. So when drawing this, think of that circle. So you got that circle coming out, but it's also got these points. So that's why it rounds in, curves in and then up again. Or in and then down again. So it changes curves because there's that circle in the middle. So remember that when drawing that in. Okay, so we've got to draw in her other arm and her torso before we do anything else. So that just comes off here and goes in like so. And then her other arm is a bit hard to see, but it's the same as this one. We got that sort of rounded curved thing for where her arm rotates. And then it just comes off down here, connecting to the line. Doesn't have to be as complicated because of its, you know, it's behind it, you won't really see it. And then again, add in a little bit of detail. Easy, easy. Alright, so added some extra detail to her collar here. It's got these weird, like sort of Mayan pattern lines in. Aztec, I guess. We're going to add some more detail on her headpiece here. Just again, following that same line. Nice and easy, and then adding a little point up like that, little point thing. Again, my pen is a bit too thick for this drawing, so that's why it doesn't look quite right, but you get the idea. Just follow that outline and then have a little point up, little triangle like that. Alright, some extra detail in here, again with these weird line shapes. Solid! Add in these, extra detail. Okay, so that's the top half of her body. We also have to put in these tendrils, almost forgot. She's got some extra tendrils over here. It comes off the arm, and it goes up here. Again, doesn't matter if you get this shape perfect, because they are tendrils, they can go wherever the hell they want. That's the first part of her body. We'll finish off with the back of her little cage thing, so coming off this tendril down there. And then meeting up with that line there, same here, just come off, meet down there, and on the other side coming off this tendril a bit, and then following the same outline of this thing, and then meeting up with there. Awesome, that's like more than half of the drawing done. The rest is super easy. We just add things in these little diamonds here, so that's nice and easy. So let's start over here. This is the simplest part. this will be easy. Just curve off. We'll take a break from the hard stuff. Do something nice and easy. Curve off and down. Follow the line of her dress. Just like that. That's the shape you want. Then same over here. Just curve down and then up. This one's a little more complicated, but nothing you can't handle. And then down here. That's the basic shape. Really easy, right? It's so simple. Now we just add some lines to that. Drawing up here. Along this one. Up there. Actually, this one should be a bit closer to the top. Sorry, that's my bad. That's the, well, look at your drawing. You'll see what that is. And then same here. There you go. And then we add these little sort of rectangular things on top of these lines. Like that. Super simple. So easy. Over here, we'll just finish off this with a line down there. Forgot to do that, my bad. Nice and easy. Okay, let's move on to her tootsies. Get those feet in. Her feet are super simple, surprisingly. Feet are always hard, even shoed feet. But these shoes, nice and simple. They're just rounded down. They're just round. They're just round. So we'll build off of her legs first, and then just round off these feet. She has very big shoes, so that makes it really easy to draw in her feet because they're just big curves like that. And again, line down there, and this curves up like her hair does. Alright, super simple. I'll just add a little bit of detail. You've got this line coming up here, difference in color, and then same on her shoe, just goes around and follows that same curve. It follows the same curve. Nice and easy. That's her feet done. Now we just build in her knees and her hands, and then our drawing is basically complete. So easy, told you. Okay, so we start off with her knees. She has the same sort of that puppet look as her elbows. You know, they're connected with not human joints so that they can rotate properly. So just keep that in mind, that it's got to rotate on the cylinder. So we draw in that cylinder like so. And just remember that joint rotation, so it's a bit rounded up there. And then same with the other one. Nice curve around. Awesome. Now drawing her leg a bit here. And this curves down almost like a dome, but flat at the top. Keep that in mind, otherwise it's very dome shaped. And this comes around there like that. And same over here. Coming out. Again, this topless dome. And then flattens over here for this round bit. Nice. I'm gonna draw in her arm over here. Comes out, it's like a big sleeve. She's got like this big metal sleeve thing. No, it's unnatural, but it's like a big sleeve. Nice and easy. And drawing her hand. Her hand is a bit weird, and it's sort of robotic. It doesn't really look much like a hand. We'll connect it up to her leg over here while we're there, and then coming off that leg for her fingers. She has really awkward fingers. There's probably some bad drawing of fingers. I apologize, but that's kind of how it is in the art. If you actually look at it, you know, it's a bit off. She's kind of robotic. And probably a bit thinner, but you get the picture. And a little extra detail over there for a difference in color. And then connect up from here down to her hand. That's the knees done. Finish off her legs by just joining them up there from the hand. Again, following sort of off that line, a curve goes in with the knee and then round, connecting up to these ones down here. And then finish off her dress from that last knuckle, coming out and around, and curving into her leg. And there you go, that's how to draw Shaddoll Construct. Easy. Done. You've got it. You know, if you followed along with this, then join our Discord server, link at the bottom of the description. Join the Senate. Because Sankara and the Senate, get it? Yeah, if you saw that video, watch the announcement video, it's quite amusing, I think. But join the Senate, we have an art channel in there, and please, if you followed along with this, then show me your drawing of Shaddoll Construct. I would love to see it. I'd love to know if this video actually helped you to draw it and see how it turned out. I think that would be awesome. If you all followed along at home, share this video with your friends if they're interested in drawing or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything basically to do with this video. Send it in anyway. Share it on Reddit, social media. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoyed. Also, you can add in color. Just, you know, Google search Shaddoll Construct or look at your card, add in color. I'm not going to add color in this video, but just follow the card I don't have anything to color with, honestly. I could do shading if we wanted. Let me know next time if you want to see me do just black and white shading for Shaddoll Construct here, and I will do that, but otherwise that's just the basic outline. You can color it however you prefer to do so. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Vincent Curran. Until next time, once again, see ya.